Hi, this is Julia Chambers, middle school librarian at the Athenian School, and I'm going to demonstrate how to use Kidblog for a class assignment. You can access Kidblog.org from a computer or an iPad using the Kidblog app. When you get to the site, go to the login button and find your class by entering my email. And click on the URL that relates to your assignment. In this example, Author Studies 2014. You'll be taken to the blog and you will now need to log in as a student. So to do that, go up to the right top hand corner and click on the login button and scroll down to find your name. And in this case, it's the name of the author whom you're studying. And I'm going to select Meg Rossoff, which I am using as an example. And then you'll need to type in the password created for you by the teacher. And in this assignment, everyone has the same password, author, A-U-T-H-O-R, with no caps. So this takes you to your own personal blog that's connected to the class blog. And you can see that I'm now logged in as Meg Rossoff. Up here is her name. So to create a post, you go to the New Post button and you enter a title and then your post. So I'm going to call this Introduction. And then I'm going to just copy in something that I've pre-written. And as you see, I've written this in the voice of Meg Rossoff per the assignment instructions. So the next thing you need to do is to categorize your post. And so where you do that is if you scroll down the screen on the lower right hand side, you'll see two categories. One is the tags and the other is categories. And you want to start with categories, which is the broad topic of your subject of your post. And for this particular assignment, just use these four, which are right here. A biographical event, a world event or a historical event that your author experienced, and writing, which relates to the author's writing style. There's also an other, and I'm going to click this as other for the introductory post. Then you're going to go to the tags, and the tags are subtopics of the broader category. And if you, for example, choose a biographical event as a category, a tag might be school or teacher or parent or friend or maybe travel or even illness as a biographical event that maybe influenced your author. Before you start typing any tag though, please go here to this Choose from the Most Used Tags. And what it will show you, there are none in here right now, but it will show you that all the tags that have already been created by other class members. And you want to look to see if there's a tag that's already been created that relates to your post. We want to be as consistent as possible so that we can effectively use these tags to look for trends or patterns. So if one person, tagged their post as moving and another person tagged theirs as relocating, we won't necessarily know that the posts both relate to an author's childhood move from the East Coast to California as being an influence in their life. And that's ultimately what we want to do. So it's important to be consistent with the tagging. So to be consistent, or just to give an example, I'm going to tag this as realistic fiction and add it. So once you've done that, you want to scroll back up to the top and select this blue button, Submit for Review. And I will be reviewing it, or Meg will be reviewing it before posting it to the blog. So the second thing I wanted to demonstrate is how to comment on other people's posts, which will be part of this assignment. So first I'm going to log out as Meg Rossoff, and I'm going to re-log in as myself. And if we go to my blog, if we go to the blog, we get to the main blog page and you'll see here is the introduction that was written by Meg Rossoff. So let's click on it to read. And you'll see the posting. My name is Meg. I don't know why. My works could be described as contemporary fiction with a touch of dystopian. My latest, Picture Me Gone, received a National Book Award nomination. Didn't win, but that was never my intention. So that is my attempt to write like Meg Rossoff. And to leave a comment, you simply go right here where it says leave a comment, and you can type in your comment, but it should be more thoughtful than that, and simply submit in that way. So then when you go back up to the post, you'll see that this introduction has one comment. I'm just going to delete it because it wasn't very thoughtful. And then you're done. So just always remember to log out and re-enter the next time the same way using my email address to find the class blog.